but I'll never talk to him again. He's dead to me.
Pair the show with a lovely dinner and drink with friends beforehand.
With the Drem World Tour, you're back to the US, Canada, UK, New Zealand, and Ireland. Have you noticed a cultural difference when performing your comedy overseas?
Great question. When we first started to perform overseas, we found that audiences, we used to change a lot of the jokes. We used to change jokes in the hope that Scottish people or British people would understand when we first started to tour to Edinburgh. So we had the first time we went to Edinburgh, we got a friend who was Scottish, and he was our Scottish consultant, and we'd ask like, do people eat Vegemite, or do they know who Ellen DeGeneres is, and things like that. And we'd change a lot of the core context. And then I went and saw a mate of mine, Nick Cody, doing his show a few years after us in Edinburgh, and he didn't change one thing in his show, and the audience lost their mind. And I was like, wow. And I asked him, like, why don't you change your jokes? How come? Do you find they just work as well? And he said, yeah, people think Australians are really exotic, and they're really excited to hear you say Australian things. So when we go to America, I think we say cunt more than we say it in Australia, because they find it deeply offensive, but then also are just like, they're so shocked and they enjoy it so much that yeah, we up the Australianism when we go overseas. And there's things in Australia that we do on stage that are like jokes that only an Australian would get. But when you do them overseas, I think the frequency of the level we're performing on, they get it on another level. Like the example I use is when I watch the show Derry Girls, I'm obviously really enjoying it, but there would be geographical or locational jokes that I'm missing, but I can still enjoy it.
You haven't really had the international audience impact your writing style.
No, yeah, no. I think with that, when we first did our Netflix show, we kind of almost doubled down on it because we feel like it's our point of difference, but also like whatever you find funny is what you're going to perform best. There's no value in pretending to be someone else. Whatever you find funny is you've got to find the best way to express that to the people who are in front of you. So that's the job, I guess, is if you have a weird thought in your head, how can you get that out and express it in a way that other people are going to enjoy?
Good point. So, in the media release, you make a very bold statement saying that this is your best work yet. Thing is, a lot of your old stuff still holds up with a lot of fans. So, from an artistic perspective, how do you and the boys go about measuring whether or not this is your best work?
I mean, that's a complete lie. I'm just lying in the press release. I'm a full liar because I feel like just in this era where we have these leaders who just say these bold statements that never and they're found to be lies, but never get checked on it. That's the style of this generation. It's just say big bold things that no one can ever approve of. The truth is, we're writing the show right now. We're doing secret test shows tonight. We did one last night. And we're doing it in front of people who aren't fans of Aunty Donna. We did a show last night in front of 70-year-old women and 50-year-old men, and they did not enjoy it, but it's really valuable for us. So there's a chance this is the worst show we've ever made, but there's also a chance it's the best show we've ever made. Both things can be true. It's Schrodinger's sketch show.
Right. Do you ever watch your old shows or any of your older sketches for that matter and reflect like, oh, we could have done better, or nah, this is a banger?
No, I think we've only ever made 10 out of 10 sketches, to be honest. I think we're the greatest sketch group to ever exist, is the truth of it. And if I was to think of some sketches that I think could be better now, I'd be lying, because I think everything we've ever done, I think we're the first artists, and we are artists. We're great artists. We're the first artists to ever just be completely perfect. And there's never a day goes by that I don't feel the weight of that and how important it is to be a leader in sketch in the way we are. And often people come up to me and say, I want to be like you guys. And I go, well, show me a sketch you've made. And they'll show me something and it's not perfect. And I'll say, well, unfortunately, it will never be us, because when we were your age, we were making perfect sketch, and we continue to do so and will continue to do so with Drem.
One of the biggest regrets of mine is discovering the group 2 weeks after you toured Big Boys. And now I'm never going to see that content ever again.
That makes you a little boy.
Can we expect pro shots from like in future Aunty Donna shows?
Yes, I can announce that we in late 2024, all the way back in 2024, we shot and recorded our world tour special, Aunty Donna and the Magical Dead Cat. And we've just finished the grade and the master on that. So that'll be coming out. Can't say where, but that'll be coming out in 2025, before Drem comes out.
This is a bit of a spicy one. All right.
Please.
With the group's success, what's the relationship between you and Adrian like? Is there envy? Do you guys have a group spot always open for him?
Um, uh, it is a spicy one. I mean, I saw him in the Killers on Saturday night in Melbourne. Brandon Flowers and his band of rockers. I saw him at the show. But I'll never talk to him again. He's dead to me. And if I ever see him in the street, he better walk the other way. That's like, I just put that call out to him because he betrayed us and he's a low dog, and you can print that. But like, we're going to catch up next week for a beer. We both enjoyed the Killers, but he is scum. He's scum.
Yeah.
But a good bloke, funny guy, really funny guy. But I hate him.
All right. What people appreciate about the last interview was how genuine it was. But right now, I'm starting to think that maybe we're starting to blur the line between.
What you'll find, I think, with a Donna, the last one was like sincere and about a production company and this and that. This is pure clickbait. You can say in your headline this time, "He's a dog, he's dead to me," and think of the people that will click through on that. Think of the
That's the
click through.
plan. Thank you for keeping the journalistic background in mind.
Yeah, that's how it worked in 2025.